दादा शिवम आ जाओ। अच्छा ठीक है, हाँ स्टैंडिंग शॉट्स का उसके।
संजय जी मला फोन केला असतं तर मी ठीक आहे काळजीपूर्ण अल्टिमेटली पॉईंट म्हणून अजून राजकीय व्यासपीठावर सरळ कुठे बाजूला बसून
बस ऐसी है ना जो
मेन प्रॉब्लेम सर आमचा UG आणि PG हॉस्टेलचा आणि त्याचा अप्रुव्हल आम्हाला ऑलरेडी SFC कडनं 1.5 वर्षापूर्वी मिळाला आहे, पण फंड सांगितलं 2 दिवसांनी आफ्टर सर्क्युलेटरी फर्स्ट टीम चांगली आहे.
सेंटर ऑफ एक्सलन्स बनवणे हा एक
सेंटर ऑफ एक्सलन्स अँड सेंटर ऑफ
inside or outside the convocation hall during the ceremony. Kindly maintain that. Awardee members and students, please sit at your allotted seat only. Please keep your mobile phones onto the silent mode or on airplane mode during the ceremony, and the audience will please keep sitting onto their seats and will not move out until and unless announced by the master of the ceremony. You have to stand at multiple occasions as announced. So when the academic procession enters the hall until the dignitaries take their seats, at the time of National Anthem, which will be followed by Maharashtra Geet and Institute Anthem, and at the time when the academic procession retreats and leaves the hall. National Anthem will be played once again at the end of the ceremony after vote of thanks, and you all have to stand up again for the National Anthem. The only form of cheering up which is approved is clapping of hands. No whistling, shouting, making noises, or other forms of cheering are allowed. Please do not crowd in front of the dais or within the aisles when the ceremony is going on. Personal photography and selfies are prohibited during the ceremony. Please keep that in mind. Official photographer will carry out all the photography, and the pictures will be shared with you after the ceremony. The awardees to whom, after the medal distribution, all the awardees and graduates for whom the degrees are to be conferred, they'll be asked to stand up when the president confers the degree onto them. All the graduates are requested to please sign on the attendance register which was circulated. We are waiting for our chief guest. As soon as the chief guest arrives, the academic procession will start and it will arrive within 5 minutes. It is a request to kindly maintain the decorum of the ceremony, no loitering or no moving around within the auditorium. Kindly occupy your seats, your allotted seats. Our guests are arriving soon. The academic procession is arriving soon. Everyone is requested to please keep standing. Please keep standing for welcoming the academic procession. All the parents, you are requested to please keep standing. All the students sitting in the balcony requested to please keep standing for welcoming the procession. MBBS 2021 batch, Nursing 2021 batch, students are requested to please arise for welcoming the academic procession. Please put your mobile phones on the switched off or airplane mode. The students sitting in the balcony, 2021 batch MBBS and nursing students, please put your phones on the switched off or airplane mode. No personal photography, videography allowed. Please put your phone on the switched off or airplane mode. All the students sitting in the balcony, they are requested to please comply.
ब्लॅक चेअर पाहिजे सरांना, पांढरी सोफा और अजून एक खुर्ची अशी पाहिजे, 2 खुर्च्या, 2 सोफा, 2 सोफे चाहिए. जल्दी ला.
I welcome all the dignitaries and request them to please arise for the national anthem, which will be followed by Maharashtra Geet and Institute Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा. विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा. तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे. गाहे तव जय गाथा. जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. सह्याद्रीचा सिंह गर्जत शिवशंभू राजा. महाराष्ट्र माझा. जय महाराष्ट्र माझा. जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा. काळ्या छातीवरी कोरली अभिमानाची लेणी. ओलादी मनगटे खेळती खेळ जीव घेणी. दारिद्र्याच्या उन्हात शिवला निघला त्या घामाने भिजला. देश गौरवासाठी झिजला. दिल्लीचे ही रक्तवाही महाराष्ट्र माझा. जय महाराष्ट्र माझा. जय महाराष्ट्र माझा. जय जय महाराष्ट्र माझा.
जन जन को तंदुरुस्त बनाना लक्ष्य हमारा है, कुशल चिकित्सक गढ़ रहा यह एम्स हमारा है, कुशल चिकित्सक गढ़ रहा यह एम्स हमारा है, यह एम्स हमारा है, यह एम्स हमारा है, यह एम्स हमारा है। I request all the dignitaries to please come forward for lighting of the auspicious lamp.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा।
I request President of AIIMS Nagpur, Dr. Anand Pandhare, to please felicitate our chief guest for today's function, Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan sir. I request President Sir to please felicitate our guest of honor, Honorable Shri Nitin Ji Gadkari, Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways. I request Executive Director of AIIMS Nagpur, Dr. P.P. Joshi sir, to please felicitate Dr. Ajit Gopsade ji, Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha. I request Joshi sir again to please welcome Shri Shyam Kumar Barveji, Member of Parliament for Lok Sabha. I request Joshi sir once again to please welcome our distinguished guest for today, Mr. Meshramji. I once again request Executive Director Sir to please felicitate Dr. Prashant Narnavre, Secretary to the Honorable Governor. I request Dean Academics, Dr. Mrinal Phatak Madam, to please felicitate Shri S. Ramamurthy, Deputy Secretary to Honorable Governor. I now request Executive Director Dr. P.P. Joshi sir to please request the President of AIIMS Nagpur, Dr. Anand Pandhare, to declare the convocation open.
I request the President of AIIMS Nagpur, Dr. Anand Pandhare, to declare the convocation open.
With the power conferred on me, I declare that the convocation process is open. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Dr. P.P. Joshi sir to welcome the gathering and present the Institute report.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan ji, our beloved leader, Honorable Union Minister, Dr. Mr. Nitin Gadkari, distinguished and other distinguished dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, respected faculty, proud parents, and my dear graduate students. It is indeed a very proud privilege, a great honor to extend a warmest welcome to all of you on this momentous occasion of the first convocation of AIIMS Nagpur. And it is with great humility that I take this opportunity to welcome our visionary leader, Honorary Governor of Maharashtra, Shri Radhakrishnan ji, and his exemplary contribution to the society has always been a source of inspiration for all of us. We are also delighted to welcome our own beloved leader, Honorable Shri Nitin Gadkari, the Union Minister for Transport, Roadways and Transport. In fact, Nitin Gadkari has been instrumental in bringing AIIMS to Nagpur, and we are greatly honored by your gracious presence. In fact, we are very greatly honored by your gracious presence on this momentous occasion, as your blessings and continued encouragement continue to inspire us to reach greater heights in our pursuit for excellence in patient care, education, and research. My dear graduate students, today marks not only the culmination of your hard work, rigorous academic pursuit, but also marks the beginning of a new journey, a new chapter in your life, which gives you an opportunity to serve the people and dedicate yourself to the upliftment and the health
of the society. Care for your patients with compassion and care so that the health of the general population improves. And therefore, you should take this opportunity and fully utilize this opportunity which has been bestowed on you. Well, something about AIIMS Nagpur. We started in temporary campus at GMC in 2018 with only 50 undergraduate students. AIIMS now shifted to this Mihan campus in 2019 with only OPD and constructions going on here and there. And I would like to humbly state that I got the opportunity to see one of the first patients in the OPD in medicine department. And that time there was only OPD, a lot of construction, no roads, nothing, no buildings of any sort. But within a span of 5 years, the institute has grown rapidly and progressed rapidly with leaps and bounds, and already has been transformed to a premier medical education institution of India. And it has now, I can proudly say that we have 820 functional beds with 80 ICU beds which have 100% occupancy. We have an OPD of nearly 4,000. In fact, in September 30 last year, we had an OPD of 4,500, which was our peak. We have 19 modular OPDs with 40 to 50 major surgeries being performed every day. And till date, we have the patients come not only from central India, but also from distant parts of India as well. At this point of time, we have already treated more than 21 lakh OPD patients. We have treated, hospitalized 80,000 patients, performed more than 23,000 major surgeries. One of the hallmarks of our best practices is that till date we have performed 41 renal transplants and was the first AIIMS to perform donation after circulatory death. This is very unique. Only 2 institutions in India has done that before. In addition to that, we have performed 9 bone marrow transplants, 23 corneal transplants, and is the first AIIMS to have performed 6 donations after circulatory deaths, and more than 550 joint replacements, all of them free of the cost through MJPGY schemes. And I proudly tell that we have utilized nearly 44 crore funds which have received from MJPGY schemes. And complex cardiac surgeries have been performed, more than 2,000 angioplasties, all under these schemes performed free of cost. In addition to that, we have cochlear implants have started, and a state-of-the-art sleep lab has been started. We provide comprehensive cardiac cancer care. We have 2 linear accelerators now, and brachytherapy also with a PET scan, which is, the charges are very minimal. In addition to that, we are committed to provide telemedicine services to distant, underserved, underprivileged communities, especially in Dharani, Meghat, and also in Gadchiroli. And our SNCO started there has significantly improved the infant mortality there. In addition to that, our AIIMS was the first AIIMS to get NABH accreditation amongst all the AIIMS. Even AIIMS really did not get it, and we had the first to get that. Also, we have NABL accreditation. At this point of time, we have 45 functional departments, and with 125 UG students, PG courses in MD and MDS and MS, 26 subjects, and super specialty courses in DM and MCH. We have 12 subjects which have been started. In addition to BSc nursing, MSc nursing is also starting. PhD courses, postdoctoral certificate courses have also started. In fact, we have been designated as Center of Excellence and Center for Competence by the Ministry of Tribal Health for sickle cell disease, from which we are also receiving funds. There is a lot of research going on. More than 700 research publications have been published by our faculty. And a record 26 undergraduate students received the prestigious STS short-term scholarship of ICMR this year in 1 year. in addition to 11 thesis postgraduate being funded, selected by competitively, have now received grants. A lot of intramural and extramural research grants funded by ICMR and WHO are going on. We also provide accessible, very affordable investigations, and Jan Aushadhi Kendras, we provide generic medicines which are very easily affordable. We are committed to provide accessible and affordable state-of-the-art tertiary care, patient care to the poorest of the poor, the underprivileged and the underserved poor population. We are also provide an ecosystem for doing pioneering and innovative research, and also delivering quality medical education that fosters future leaders in medicine in the futures. This is a brief introduction to what, within a period of 5 years, which which our institute, with the help of a dedicated faculty and extremely disciplined students, we are able to achieve, especially with the blessings of Gadkari ji and other people here. With this, I conclude. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
I now invite our guest of honor, Honorable Shri Nitin Ji Gadkari, to please address the audience.
महाराष्ट्र के आदरणीय राज्यपाल महोदय, परम आदरणीय राधाकृष्णन जी, मंच पर उपस्थित मेरे सहयोगी सांसदगण, विधायकगण, एम्स के मैनेजमेंट के अध्यक्ष डॉक्टर पंडित जी, डायरेक्टर डॉक्टर जोशी जी, उपस्थित सभी मान्यवर, और विशेष रूप से आज पहली बार इस कार्यक्रम में जिन विद्यार्थियों को आज कॉन्वोकेशन में डिग्री हासिल हो रही है, ऐसे सभी विद्यार्थी भाई और बहनों, मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई कि एम्स की स्थापना होने के बाद आज पहली बार हमारी पहली बैच को आज इस कॉन्वोकेशन में आदरणीय राज्यपाल महोदय जी के द्वारा डिग्री मिल रही है। विशेष रूप से नागपुर एम्स हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। विदर्भ के क्षेत्र में, इन जिलों में हेल्थ सर्विसेज में जो विशेष रूप से सामाजिक आर्थिक दृष्टि से पिछड़े हुए हैं, ऐसे लोगों को बहुत अच्छी वैद्यकीय सुविधाएं देने का प्रयास एम्स ने किया है, और इसी के कारण अब आने वाले पेशेंट्स की संख्या भी बढ़ रही है। जहाँ तक मेडिकल एजुकेशन की बात है, उसमें प्रपोर्शन में भारत सरकार की ओर से विशेष रूप से मेडिकल की सीट्स भी अलॉट हुई है। यह परिसर और यहाँ की जब शुरुआत हुई, तब मैं विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद दूंगा कि महाराष्ट्र के उस समय के मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी ने मिहान में ये जगह लगभग निःशुल्क एम्स के लिए दी, और ये जगह देने के बाद एम्स के कार्य का शुभारंभ हुआ। आज हमारा एम्स जो है केवल राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर नहीं तो अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर की इंस्टीट्यूट बने, यही भावना हम सबके मन में है। जो हेल्थ सेक्टर में जो फैसिलिटीज़ नागपुर में लगभग अवेलेबल है, उसके साथ साथ जो अवेलेबल नहीं है उसके बारे में ज़्यादा सुविधाएं मिले, ये जनता की अपेक्षा है। हार्ट ट्रांसप्लांटेशन, लंग ट्रांसप्लांटेशन, अलग अलग प्रकार के ऑर्गन ट्रांसप्लांटेशन, और विशेष रूप से थैलीसेमिया और सिकल सेल में ये हमारे लिए सबसे बड़ी समस्या है। विदर्भ में पूर्व विदर्भ और पश्चिम विदर्भ दो भाग हैं। उसमें से पूर्व विदर्भ में करीब भंडारा, गोंदिया, चंद्रपुर, गढ़चिरौली और नागपुर का कुछ पार्ट, इसमें जो शेड्यूल कास्ट और शेड्यूल ट्राइब, ये जो कम्युनिटी है, यहाँ बड़े प्रमाण पर सिकल सेल और थैलीसेमिया है। विशेष रूप से नागपुर में एक उत्तर नागपुर करके कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी है, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी रिजर्व फॉर शेड्यूल कास्ट है, वहाँ 80,000 सिकल सेल और थैलेसेमिया के पेशेंट्स हैं, और इसमें विशेष रूप से इनको अत्याधुनिक ट्रीटमेंट यहाँ मिलना, ये सब प्रकार से यहाँ की जनता की अपेक्षा है। बीच में बोन मैरो की शुरुआत भी हुई है। अभी डॉक्टर जोशी जी ने मुझे बताया है कि 8 केसेस उन्होंने बोन मैरो की सक्सेसफुली की है, पर उसके लिए खर्चा भी बहुत आता है, और इसलिए महाराष्ट्र सरकार की योजना में भी ये बोन मैरो के लिए सहूलियत मिले, ये बात मैं निश्चित रूप से आदरणीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से करूँगा। और मैं विशेष रूप से डॉक्टर जोशी जी को ये अनुरोध करूँगा कि जैसे हमारी डेवलपमेंट होती है, तो वहाँ के रीजन में, वहाँ के डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, वहाँ की सोसाइटी में क्या आवश्यकता है, उसके आधार पर फिर उसका डेवलपमेंट का मॉडल ज़्यादा अप्रोप्रिएट होता है। हमारे यहाँ के लोगों की समस्याओं को समझकर हेल्थ सेक्टर में अगर एम्स ये बात अगर पूरी कर देंगे, तो हमारे डेवलपमेंट में ये बहुत बड़ी बात होगी। आप सबको पता होगा कि अभी वर्ल्ड में हैप्पी ह्यूमन इंडेक्स की चर्चा बहुत हो रही है। ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी के वेलबींग रिसर्च सेंटर ने जो सर्वेक्षण किया वर्ल्ड हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स का, और मुझे इसमें 147 देशों का उन्होंने सर्वे किया, और उसमें प्रथम क्रमांक फिनलैंड को प्राप्त हुआ, और ये दुनिया का सबसे खुशी आनंद वाला देश हैप्पी ह्यूमन इंडेक्स के हिसाब से नंबर 1 पर आया। भारत का नंबर 118 है और पाकिस्तान का 109 है, और मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले समय में उसके अलग अलग निकष थे। सामाजिक आधार, आरोग्य, व्यक्ति स्वातंत्र्य, उदारता, भ्रष्टाचार की धारणा, जीडीपी, आनंदी जीवन की मानसिकता, टाइम मैनेजमेंट, एजुकेशन, कला, संस्कृति, पर्यावरण, प्रशासन, वर्क कल्चर, इम्पोर्टेंट ऑफ इथिक्स, परोपकारी वृत्ति, ऐसे अनेक निकष हैं। पर इसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट निकष है हेल्थ सेक्टर का। और हेल्थ सेक्टर में अभी तो हम लोग वेटरनरी साइंस में, हमारे यहाँ नागपुर में वेटरनरी यूनिवर्सिटी आने के बाद अभी मदर डेयरी आई है, और यहाँ के विकास में अभी 50 लाख लीटर दूध पर डे ये कार्यक्रम हमने हाथ में लिया है। और यहाँ भी एम्ब्रियो ट्रांसफ़र, यानी वेटरनरी साइंस में भी हमारा जो लिविंग स्टॉक है, इसमें किस प्रकार से हम लोग अच्छी नस्ल तैयार कर सकते हैं, इसकी कोशिश की जा रही है। जिस प्रकार से वेटरनरी साइंस में यहाँ अच्छा काम हो रहा है, उसी प्रकार से विशेष रूप से हमारे हेल्थ सेक्टर में हमारी गरीब जनता के लिए भी सुविधाजनक और अच्छा कार्य हमारे यहाँ निश्चित रूप से एम्स में हो रहा है। समय के अनुसार परिस्थितियाँ बदलती रहती है, जो आज है वो कल नहीं है। और हमारे देश की ये विशेषता है कि हमारे डॉक्टर्स वर्ल्ड में वेल रिकॉग्नाइज हैं। हमारे इंजीनियर्स जो सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर्स हैं, इनको भी विश्व में बहुत मान्यता है। और स्वाभाविक रूप से अभी हमारे देश को आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाना, $5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी बनाना, ये प्रधानमंत्री जी का उद्देश्य है। और इस सब में हेल्थ सेक्टर का रोल बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है। और इसलिए आने वाले समय में हेल्थ सेक्टर में जो अलग अलग प्रकार के रिसर्च है, इनोवेशंस हैं, उसके आधार पर हम किस प्रकार से हमारी इंस्टीट्यूट डेवलप करें, ये भी प्रयास एम्स में हो रहा है। नए नए रिसर्च के कारण भी एम्स में निश्चित रूप से और अच्छी मान्यता और प्रतिष्ठा भी मिलेगी। और हमारे जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, यंग जनरेशन है, वो बहुत कॉम्पिटिटिव है, और नॉलेज हमारे लिए सबसे बड़ी ताकत है। मैं बहुत बार एक बात कहते रहता हूँ और याद रखता हूँ कि इनोवेशन, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप, साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी, रिसर्च, स्किल एंड सक्सेसफुल प्रैक्टिसेस, वी नेम इट एज नॉलेज, एंड कन्वर्शन ऑफ नॉलेज इनटू वेल्थ इज द फ्यूचर। हम जो मेडिकल साइंस में आज जो काम कर रहे हैं, वो हमारे लिए जो रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, वो केवल देश के लिए ही नहीं, तो पूरे विश्व में हम एक दिशा दे सकते हैं, वो क्षमता हमारे बीच में है। और इसलिए आने वाले समय में सरकार ने बड़े प्रमाण पर मेडिकल कॉलेजेस, इंस्टीट्यूट्स बड़े प्रमाण पर उसकी स्थापना करने की शुरुआत की है। और मैं ये मानता हूँ कि पब्लिक प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टमेंट में भी काफ़ी बड़े प्रमाण पर इन्वेस्टमेंट इस क्षेत्र में आ सकती है। जब मैं पोर्ट का मंत्री था तो पोर्ट का मेडिकल कॉलेज, वहाँ बड़ा हॉस्पिटल था, हमने बनाने के लिए शुरुआत की। बीच में नड्डा जी को भी मैंने इस बात से अनुरोध किया कि किस प्रकार से सरकारी बजट के साथ साथ पब्लिक प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टमेंट को जोड़कर हम इस डेवलपमेंट को मल्टीप्लाई कैसे कर सकते हैं। और मुझे लगता है कि हमारे डॉक्टर्स केवल हमारे देश में ही नहीं तो विश्व में उनकी मांग है, और इसलिए आने वाले समय में हमारा जो एम्स है ये केवल नागपुर, विदर्भ और महाराष्ट्र के लिए नहीं, देश के लिए नहीं, तो विश्व के लिए अभिमान हो इस प्रकार के इंस्टीट्यूट बने। ये हम सब की कोशिश भी है, और ये उसी समय यशस्वी होगा कि यहाँ के स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ के प्रोफेसर्स, यहाँ के डॉक्टर्स, सभी लोग मिलकर जब एक दिशा में उसके लिए प्रयास करेंगे तो वो कठिन है पर असंभव नहीं है। और इसी प्रयासों में जो पहली बैच आज तैयार हो रही है वो निश्चित रूप से हम सब के लिए एक सुखद समाधान है कि आज हमारी इस इंस्टीट्यूट से पहली बैच इस कॉन्वोकेशन में डिग्री हासिल कर रही है। और इसलिए मैं उन सभी विद्यार्थी भाई और बहनों को हृदय से धन्यवाद देता हूं। और निश्चित रूप से आप अच्छे डॉक्टर के रूप में तो जरूर काम करेंगे ही, पर अच्छा डॉक्टर, एवरी डॉक्टर ये अच्छा ह्यूमन बीइंग भी होना चाहिए, बिकॉज नो फिलोसॉफी कैन बी टॉट टू एम्प्टी स्टमक। इस बात को मैं भी समझता हूँ, पर पैसा ये जीवन का साधन है, साध्य नहीं हो सकता। और अच्छा काम करोगे तो न मांगते हुए भी बहुत पैसा मिलेगा। दुनिया में एक नियम बना है कि जो जिस चीज के पीछे लगता है वो चीज उससे दूर भागती है, और जो नहीं भागता उसके पास वैसे ही पहुंच जाती है। तो आपको सभी प्रकार की प्रगति हो, और इस देश की जो गरीब शोषित पीड़ित जनता है, जो आखिरी पायदान पर खड़ी है, उनको वैद्यकीय सुविधाएं देना, उनकी सेवा करना, इसमें भी आपको निश्चित रूप से यश प्राप्त होगा। यही आपको शुभकामनाएं और शुभेच्छाएं देता हूं। फिर से एक बार इन सभी विद्यार्थियों को, उनके गार्डियन, पालक जो आए, उनको मेरी हृदय से बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, शुभेच्छाएं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Ladies and gentlemen, due to some prior commitment, our guest of honor, Honorable Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Devendraji Fadnavis, could not join us today. However, he has sent his best wishes for this convocation ceremony. I request the audiovisual person to please relay the video message.
Namaskar. A very warm and heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you on this momentous occasion, the first convocation of AIIMS Nagpur. It is an immense honor for me to share your joy, your achievements and aspirations. AIIMS Nagpur in a short span has emerged as a center of excellence in medical education, research and healthcare. Today marks the culmination of years of rigorous academic training, dedication and perseverance. Each of you has embarked on a noble journey. On that, it is not just a career, but a calling. Medical is a profession that demands intellect, patience, and above all, compassion. As doctors, you are not merely healthcare providers. You are the healers, the hope givers, and the change makers of the society. The past few years have been a testament to the crucial role of healthcare professionals in our society. The COVID-19 pandemic reinforced the importance of a strong and resilient healthcare system, and I am proud to say that institutions like AIIMS Nagpur are playing a pivotal role in strengthening India's medical landscape. Maharashtra, being one of the leading states in medical innovation and healthcare infrastructure, is committed to supporting and enhancing medical institutions like yours. as you step into the real world, you will face challenges, be it in medical practice, research, administration, or public health policy. However, I urge you to carry forward the values instilled in you during your time at AIIMS Nagpur. Let excellence be your standard, let integrity be your guiding principle, and let service to humanity be your ultimate goal. Maharashtra is proud to host an institution of such national importance. I assure you that the government will stand by you, whether in the terms of research funding, medical advancement, or policy support. We envision AIIMS Nagpur as the beacon of hope and innovation, driving forward not just the healthcare sector of Maharashtra, but of the entire nation. To the graduates, the journey does not end here. Today is just the beginning. The white coat you wear is not just a uniform, but a symbol of responsibility, trust, and service. Make the best use of your knowledge and skills to bring positive change to the world. Carry forward the legacy of AIIMS with pride and humility. Like you, it is also a special day for me too, because when the central government decided to have AIIMS in Maharashtra, I selected Nagpur. We gave 200 acres of land in Mihan for this institution, and I am very happy that one of the best institutions has come up. It's built in record time, and today is a day when the first convocation is happening. It is like I am also graduating, and I must also mention that our Honorable Minister Shri Nitin Gadkari ji also was very instrumental while creating the infrastructure of AIIMS. He was a person who oversaw the entire process, and it was because of him that we could complete it in a record time. Once again, congratulations to all of you, your professors and your families who have supported you in this journey. May you achieve great success, and may you continue to make AIIMS Nagpur and Maharashtra and our great nation proud. May you serve and save millions of lives. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra, Jai Bharat.
I now invite Chief Guest of today's function, Honorable Governor of Maharashtra, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan Sir, to deliver the convocation address.
I touch and salute the holy feet of Bharat Mata, the most powerful and the most merciful. आज यदे उपस्थित सर्वाना मासा नमस्कार. Our Honorable beloved Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways, Sriman Nitin Gadkari ji, Dr. Anand Pandare ji, President of AIIMS Nagpur, and our Chief Minister, Sriman Devendra Fadnavis ji, who has given all the blessings through video vision, and Dr. Prasant Joshi ji, Executive Director of AIIMS Nagpur, Sri Ajit Khopkade, Member of Rajya Sabha, Sri Shyam Kumar Parve, Member of Lok Sabha, Sriman Sanjay Mesram, our MLA, and Dr. Murnal Pathak, Dean of our academics, esteemed faculty members, distinguished guests, proud parents and the graduating students of the first convocation of AIMS Nagpur. Bhai Bhagno, sabko namaskar, and today is a historical day, and I am extremely happy to share my joy on this historic occasion of the first ever convocation ceremony of the prestigious All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIMS in Nagpur. Yes, the first graduates of the university, your name will remain etched in the annals of the history of this institution. Based on your work in your future life, you will be remembered by the future generations also. Some create history and some born with history. Today, the graduates, you are the first graduates of this great institution, which performed very well in the short span of time. Even after a century or many centuries, your names will be remembered as the first graduates of this university. That is what I said. Some are making history and some are born with history. And you all born historians, and we are creating the history by receiving this graduation as the first graduate of this great institution. In its relatively short journey, AIMS Nagpur has established itself as a center of excellence in medical education, research and healthcare. Medical education is not going to be merely an education. It is going to be the most research-oriented education. Recently, I met doctors from Germany. One is Indian German and another is a German doctor. Along with him, one ex-director of our Tata Cancer Institute and one lady doctor from the Reliance Hospital. I was astonished to note the German doctor and the others were explaining to me that the research is over and they have found a capsule. So the chemo is not required for the cancer patients. That means the way the science is growing, the way the medical science is growing is unbelievable. And the doctor, I asked him, that means you are also on the research of finding a solution to the aging? He said, yes, that is also under research. The genetic studies research has to be encouraged. And these are the areas where you must concentrate. The stem cell science is also growing. So the youngsters, you must choose one of these subjects and you must do a lot of research in this, and I am sure you will be successful in your future endeavors. It has been the forefront of research aims, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Institute commitment in achieving the healthcare through innovative research and patient care is truly commendable. I wish and hope this AIMS Nagpur will live up to the brand image that AIMS has built over the decades. AIMS is the greatest brand of medical science in India today. I was talking to the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi ji. He explained me. See, because in that time, AIMS was there only in Delhi. Patients used to pour in from Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, and even from the south. Because the treatment is so good and the name is well focused and it becomes a big brand. And what has happened because of that, there is no place for anyone in the campus. People used to sleep on the roads, and it is very, very difficult for the human beings. And all these obstacles has been now understood by the Prime Minister, and the Prime Minister says why the people are coming to the AIIMS Delhi. We will take the AIIMS to everywhere. Now we got an AIIMS in Patna, we got an AIIMS in Jharkhand, we got an AIIMS in Tamil Nadu, we got an AIIMS in Nagpur also. This is how you have to understand the nucleus of the problem, and the problem has to be addressed. Now he has created one shelter hall for all the helpers of the patients in AIIMS Delhi. And as you know, one good start, that means a very big good achievement will come. Our Nitin Gadkari ji, I always remember him as the John F. Kennedy of India. So one time John F. Kennedy was asked by a foreign journalist that you are going for express highways because you are a very rich country, you are economically so strong. The immediate reply from John F. Kennedy was, no, 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 you are wrong. We are having wider express highways, that's why our economy is strong. That was really understood by our Nitin Gadkari ji, and he is the man who started the four-way express way in India between the Pune to Mumbai, and Vajpayee ji extended, and Modi ji is now extending all over the country. So that's why I always remember him as the John F. Kennedy of India. And like that, the AIIMS today is serving the healthcare needs of the Indians everywhere in a bigger way, and it is extending its helping hand to the poor patients. We all know that we are having the highest young population in the world today. So when you are having a young population today means what? Tomorrow you will have the aged population. By 2050, we are going to have the more aged population than any other country. So when the population is getting aged, the need for medical care and medical science is always get doubled and tripled. So we have to equip ourselves to the needs of the aged people in the decades to come. So we have to plan accordingly, and our research has to be expanded accordingly, and all the genetic diseases to be addressed. As it is mentioned by our Nitin Gadkari ji, we have to address it. There are so many problems, especially in the tribal areas. All these diseases has to be addressed, we have to take care of it. And in Raj Bhavan we have decided to have a tribal cell, and through that tribal cell we are going to address the problems of the tribal people, and also we are thinking how, and I am instructing the Maharashtra Medical Sciences University, they should take every care. So the research should be on all subjects, and those who are interested in the research, those students should be encouraged, and whatever the latest medical science development is coming anywhere should be brought to the knowledge of our students also. My humble request to all the young graduates who are coming out as the first graduates of the AIIMS Nagpur, I want to tell you only one thing: never stop your education. Keep your knowledge sharp, keep your knowledge sharp, you have to continue your education. There are so many well-established medical journals are coming. We should not take and subscribe it and put it on the table or in the bureau. You must always look into it. You must allocate at least half an hour to 1 hour a day to go through the latest medical journals so that your knowledge will get updated and your interest will get updated. When your knowledge is getting updated, your enthusiasm is getting updated. We have enthusiasm is one. It has to be stimulated all the time. When it is getting stimulated, your energy to work will be much more than what we usually have. In this day of historical day, I wish you all every success in your new endeavors also. And I once again, I congratulate all the graduating class of AIIMS Nagpur, and I do hope that you will bring glory to this institution, your families, and wherever you are, our nation also. Because I want you to go abroad. Some people always say it is a brain drain. I don't accept it. Let the whole world get filled up with the Indian brain that will come back to India. Definitely that will again serve the India in a better way. We get more and more exposure to the international arena. That means we are upgrading ourselves all the time in every sense. With these words, I appreciate all of you for making this historical day a big success. Once again, I appreciate and I congratulate all the faculties of this AIIMS Nagpur. In such a short period, you have made big achievements. When your report, I was keenly watching, and this good going should be kept forever. With these words, I conclude my speech. Bahut bahut dhanyavad. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words. I now invite Dean Academics, Dr. Mrinal Phatak, to conduct the further proceedings of the award ceremony.
Thank you. Respected Governor of Maharashtra, respected dignitaries on the dais, I would now conduct the academic honors for the students of AIIMS Nagpur. Now I request the Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Governor of Maharashtra, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan sir, to please confer the awards and degrees to the meritorious graduates. It is with great pride that I announce the names of the awardees of gold medals, cash prizes, and the book prizes. Dr. Jigyasa Jindal of 2018 batch is awarded with Dr. Sanjay Mukund Paithankar Gold Medal for first topper in final professional examination, cash prize of ₹10,000 for the same, and a book prize for being topper in the subjects of community medicine, obstetric gynecology, and pediatrics. Dr. Abhijit Brijwasi of 2018 batch awarded with a cash prize of ₹7,500 for securing second position in final professional examination and a book prize for being topper in the subject of general surgery. Dr. Himanshu Gajbhie of 2018 batch awarded with Dr. Sanjay Mukund Paithankar Gold Medal for securing highest marks in general medicine, cash prize of ₹5,000 for securing third position in the final professional examination, and a book prize for being a topper in the subject of general medicine. Dr. Tushar Pawar of 2019 batch awarded with Dr. Sanjay Mukund Paithankar Gold Medal for securing highest marks in general medicine, Dr. Sanjay Mukund Paithankar Gold Medal for being the first topper in the final professional examination, a cash prize of Rs 10,000 for the same, and a book prize for being a topper in the subjects of general medicine, general surgery, and obstetric and gynecology. Dr. Shivali of 2019 batch, awarded with a cash prize of Rs 7,500 for securing second position in the final professional examination, a book prize for being a topper in the subjects of community medicine and pediatrics. Dr. Madhur Gattani of 2019 batch, awarded with a cash prize of Rs 5,000 for securing the third position in the final professional examination. Dr. Tushar Bansal of 2019 batch, awarded with a book prize of being topper in the subject of pediatrics. Along with these awardees, 121 MBBS students and 24 postgraduate students will be conferred with the degree today. 4 MBBS students and 14 postgraduate students will get their degrees in absentia. The students who are getting their degrees should stand in their places. I now request our Executive Director, Dr. Prashant P. Joshi, to request our President to confer the degrees on them. All the students to please arise on their seats, remain standing wherever you are. All the degree graduates who are getting their degrees, please stand.
First of all, congratulations to all of you. In accordance with the powers vested upon me as the President of the AIIMS Nagpur, I confer the degrees of MBBS, MD and MS on the respective graduates of AIIMS Nagpur. Congratulations.
The students may now please sit down. Thank you to all the dignitaries. I now propose the vote of thanks for the event. Honorable Chief Guest, esteemed dignitaries, respected faculty members, distinguished guests, proud parents, dear graduates, and my dear students. It is my profound privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks on this momentous occasion, that is the first convocation of AIIMS Nagpur. Today marks a historic milestone in our institute's journey, and it is indeed a proud moment for all of us. First and foremost, I extend my deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Honorable Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan, Governor of Maharashtra, for gracing this convocation with his esteemed presence. Sir, your inspiring words and invaluable insights have left a lasting impression on our graduating students, motivating them to strive for excellence in their careers and service to the society. I sincerely thank Guest of Honor, Honorable Shri Devendraji Fadnavis, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. His support and encouragement have been instrumental in shaping the growth and academic excellence at AIIMS Nagpur. I extend my deepest gratitude to Guest of Honor, Honorable Shri Nitin Ji Gadkari, Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Government of India, for his inspiring words and encouraging remarks. Sir, we always look forward to your continued support. I sincerely thank Honorable Members of Parliament, Dr. Ajit Gopchade, Shri Shyam Kumar Barve, who are also the members of our institute body, for gracing this convocation with the esteemed presence. Your support towards the advancement of education and research at AIIMS Nagpur have been truly motivating. We are profoundly grateful to Honorable Dr. Anant Pandare, the President of AIIMS Nagpur, whose visionary leadership and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in steering AIIMS Nagpur towards academic as well as professional excellence. Our thanks are to our dear Executive Director, Dr. Prashant P. Joshi, for his guidance and commitment to academic excellence, research, and patient care. A special thanks is due to Dr. Sanjay Paithankar, who is the board member of Right Health Group at UAE, who has graciously constituted the 2 gold medals for the toppers in the final professional examination as well as topper in the subject of general medicine. Many thanks to the parents and families of the graduates. We share your joy and your pride. Most importantly, many thanks to our graduates. Hearty congratulations for the award of the degrees. Thanks goes to the members of the press and media for an excellent coverage of the event. I also extend my sincere thanks to the organizing committee, administrative staff, and the student volunteers for the tireless effort in making this event a grand success. Lastly, I express my gratitude to our esteemed guests and well-wishers for being a part of this historic occasion. Your presence has added immense value and honor to this convocation. With this, I conclude my vote of thanks, wishing all our graduates a future filled with success, purpose, and excellence. May you make AIIMS Nagpur proud wherever you go. Thank you.
I request Executive Director of AIIMS Nagpur, Dr. Joshi sir, to please request the President of AIIMS Nagpur to declare the convocation closed.
I request the Honorable President, Dr. Andale, to declare the convocation closed.
Yeah, I declare that the convocation program is closed. Thank you.
We will now have the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request everyone to please keep standing for retreat of the academic procession. All are requested to kindly wait in the auditorium for further instructions by the Master of Ceremony. Please do not leave the hall until further instructions. All are requested to please do not leave the hall till the further instructions by the Master of Ceremony. Please wait in the auditorium till the academic procession retreats. All the graduates who are to be conferred with the degrees will occupy their seats in the auditorium along with their parents for award of degrees after lunch at 2 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we now request I request everyone to please wait in the auditorium. Do not leave the hall till the academic procession retreats. We now request everyone to kindly follow the designated lunch arrangements to ensure the smooth movement and avoid congestion. Kindly exit the auditorium sequentially. All the special invitees, professors and members of press and media are requested to proceed to the second floor of auditorium for lunch. You may please exit the hall from the left side of the exit door. The senior members of administration may also join for the lunch on the second floor of auditorium. All other awarding of degrees to the postgraduate students first. So I welcome you all once again to the second session of this convocation ceremony. I request Honorable President Sir, Dr. Anil Pandre Sir, our Executive Director, Dr. P.P. Joshi Sir, Dean Academics, Dr. Mrinal Phatak Madam, Dean Student Welfare, Dr. Siddharth Dubashi Sir, Dean Exam, Dr. Dakhle Sir, and Dean Research, Dr. Pradeep Deshmukh Sir, to please come forward for award of degrees to our students. So we will be starting with the award of degrees to our postgraduate students first. Dr. Aishwarya Lakshmi, Community Medicine, Dr. Yadu S., Community Medicine, Dr. Pratiksha Mahapatra, Microbiology, Dr. Prashant R., General Medicine, Dr. Mainak Roy, Orthopedics, Dr. Arihar Sudan MV, Dermatology, Dr. Vasanta Kumari, Pathology. You all can clap for them. Dr. E. Tamil Selvi, Pharmacology, Dr. Jishnu Vijay, Forensic Medicine Toxicology, Dr. Anurag Ghodkar, General Medicine, Dr. Damodar Kannan, General Surgery, Dr. Dipali Shetty, General Surgery, Dr. Lanka Vasudha, Obstetric and Gynecology, and Dr. Chandana Prasad, Obstetric and Gynecology. Dr. Kandi Meghna, Ophthalmology, Dr. Moolagudla Harshvardhan Reddy, Otorhinolaryngology, Dr. Nitika Garg, Moolgodla Harshvardhan Reddy is Orthopedics, Dr. Nitika Garg, Otorhinolaryngology, Dr. Sai Vamshi, Pediatrics, Dr. Mrinali Jaiswal, Psychiatry, Dr. Sakshi Jaiswani, Radiodiagnosis, Dr. Nandish Kurvati, Community Medicine. Dr. Prerna Negi, Dermatology, Dr. Utsav Haldar, Biochemistry, Dr. Priyal Talmale, Physiology, Dr. Gayatri Kumar, Anesthesiology, Dr. Yatish Vasawa, General Surgery, Dr. Animesh Kumar Gupta, Forensic Medicine and Toxicology. Heartiest congratulations to all the postgraduate students. And now we'll be starting with the award of degrees to our MBBS student of 2018 batch, Dr. Akash Pune, Dr. Astha Patil, Dr. Aditya Raj, Dr. Alina Thompson, Dr. Amal Jasleen, Dr. Amit Yadav, and Dr. Ananya. Dr. Anuj Sharma, Dr. Anushka Divedi, Dr. Ashendra Kumar Pandey, Dr. Atharva Zamre, Dr. Atul Ranjan, Dr. Ayushi Ramteke, Dr. Darshana Purohit. Dr. Dhruv Khandelwal, Dr. Ejaz Ahmed, Dr. Harshvardhan Saini, Dr. Harshit Gupta, Dr. Jatin Jadan, Dr. Jayant Bhuvalia, and Dr. Kanhaiya. Dr. Kanika Dhiman, Dr. Kaushal Sharma, Dr. Kratiz Bhargav Pandre, Dr. Krishna Yadav, Dr. Mehak Garg, Dr. Mehzabeen, and Dr. Mohit. Dr. Nikhil Prajapat, Dr. Osheel, Dr. Piyush Chauhan, Dr. Pradeep Kumar, Dr. Kasai Ali, Dr. Rohit Bhondekar. Dr. Samkit Jain, Dr. Sandeep Takhar, Dr. Shivani Singh, Dr. Sujata Durga, Dr. Suresh Daya, Dr. Swanjal Bansod, Dr. Swayamswarup Mishra, Dr. Upanshu Maharshi, and Dr. Yashashri Shahare. We now start with 2019 batch, Dr. Aryan Kumar Singh, Dr. Astha Pal, Dr. Abhik Mathuria, Dr. Abhishek Anil, Dr. Aditya Usare, Dr. Aishwarya Deshmukh. Dr. Ajay Dhakar, Dr. Akash Pawar, Dr. Anam Masood, Dr. Aniket Gaikwad, Dr. Anushri Malviya, Dr. Bikash Pradhan, Dr. Burhanuddin Hamid. Dr. Ketana Pranavi, Dr. Fazlullah, Dr. Feba Chako, Dr. Gunjan Nagar, Dr. Hardik Goyal, Dr. Harsh Nayan Goin, Dr. Harshita Verma. Dr. Hemraj Saini, Dr. Jess Sabu, Dr. Jiju George, Dr. Kamal Nayak Banot, Dr. Karan Agrawal, Dr. Kashish Khatri, Dr. Kirthika. Dr. Keshia Kansil, Dr. Khushi Jangir, Dr. Kiran Etubone, Dr. Kishal Kumar Nimesh, Dr. Kunal Nagdeve, Dr. Likhita Das. Dr. Leah Susan Varghese, Dr. Manali Sauji, Dr. Manu Agrawal, Dr. Manya Jaiswal, Dr. Meghna MP, Dr. Naveen and Dr. Neelkanta Chanda. Manali South. Madam, actually, Dr. Pawan Meena, Dr. Pranjali Chaudhary, Dr. Prateek Girase, Dr. Priyanka, Dr. Rashi Sharma, Dr. Rishikesh Karar, Dr. Rubina Bano Rangrez. Dr. Rudra Verma, Dr. Rishikesh Bhutra, Dr. Sabil Ahmed, Dr. Sarvesh Kumar Verma, Dr. Shalu Sharma, Dr. Shamir Shafi, and Dr. Sherlyn Mary Santosh. Dr. Shivam Rai, Dr. Simran Parle, Dr. Snehal Kichar, Dr. Sumit Kumawat, Dr. Sumit Vanjari, Dr. Swati Krishna, Dr. Tanmay Khare. And now announcing the last batch, Dr. Tanul Jain, Dr. Tanvi Badla, Dr. Tejal Singh, Dr. Tushar Goyal, Dr. Utkarsh Hande, Dr. Vidhu Dadhich, Dr. Yash Sharma. Students are also given degrees in absentia. For MD/MS students, the names are as follows: Priyadeep Mehti, Madan Lal, Sake Indu, Adarsh Patil, Snehandu Haldar, Sana Khatun, Navya Sri, Farhana MV, Devi Priya T, Tishar Chitetsu, Manish Kumar, and Bishnupriya Moharana. 2018 MBBS students: Dr. Lovepreet Singh, Dr. Rupal Negi, Dr. Shivendra Pandey, and 2019 batch, Dr. Aryan Kulshrestha. That brings us to the closure of this convocation, second session of the convocation ceremony. I request everyone to please arise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
एक बार जोर से सबके लिए ताली बजाइए।